think the one thing that people should look forward to from the Adonis of Ruhani is all about the joy of adorning. They just need to come here, and we are going to see to it that we make every single Devi look like a diva. To glamorize a woman, make her look stunningly powerful is the promise of every single Adonis of Ruhani. I think that when it comes to Sachi, I think the first thing that when you actually interact with Sachi is the passion which she creates. I mean, she actually handcrafts each piece of jewelry, and the lace work that she does and the mosaic work, I mean, it's completely out of the world. And the way she explains, the way she produces the pieces, the way she designs the pieces, I mean, anyone who interacts with either Sachi or her jewelry will actually fall in love with not just her jewelry but even Sachi. I think that Chaya is a brilliant designer, and she calls herself a jewelry artist, which I completely believe in it, because she has that knack to create modern art decor pieces. I mean, she interprets art decor to a different level altogether. She does the way she plays with briolets and onyx and the magic that it creates and the modern glamour that it creates, I think is something that it's just out of the world. I mean, you need to actually come and experience Chaya's products with the passion that which she works, and with a promise again to enhance every single woman. Aditi Amin, I think, is the talk of the town, especially with Shilpa Shetty endorsing her jewelry. And I know someone telling me that, Shilpa Shetty wants to wear only her Aditi Amin. So I think that she does this tribal gold uncut jewelry beautifully. Someone who is a contemporary woman and still wants to wear, those uncut hoops. I think she does her hoops brilliantly. I love her hoops and I love her rings. And it's so versatile. It can be worn on your Western, it can be worn on your Indian, and still the woman looks very global. I think she creates magic with regards to uncut jewelry and makes it feel so global and modern in the way she works a piece of art. Oh, definitely. Whenever I look at Latika, I feel she is completely the Gatsby era, more about modern glamour, but yet with a lot of sophistication and style. And I think that that's how she is, and that's what she translates into every single piece of jewelry that she creates. It's all about modern glamour with a touch of sophistication. Sanket Surana is a budding designer. He's been in the industry for 2 years, but I think that I think it's all about creating dainty jewelry, but yet making a noise. He creates his pieces of jewelry where there is a lot of enameling and a lot of stone work in his jewelry, and yet at a price point of 40,000 rupees to 2 lakhs. I think it's just impossible to do that. But I think as a designer, he understands that beautifully, and he has a fantastic range of men's jewelry which have brooches which are just 2 grams or 3 grams. So I think that anyone who's looking at understated jewelry, either for gifting or for men's jewelry, must come to Ruhani and take a look at Sanket Surana. I think he is the future of India for sure. I love the way he crafts his jewelry. I think that I would say he is India's answer to Cartier. I mean, I just love his elegant style. It's just something which, it's so intricate. It's so like he takes care a lot of attention with the detailing and the workmanship. And I think with open setting is creating magic, and the jewelry looks as if it is an embroidery on the body. It's but yet it's so classy and so elegant. The way he uses his corals, the way he uses the emeralds, he mixes it with onyx, and yet very intricate, more for the contemporary woman. I think he is wonderful, and he is the owner of Taleen. He is brilliant, from Jaipur, and I think you all must come and look at his jewelry in Ruhani. So Sonal Savansuka has again been in the industry since I think about 12 to 15 years, and she's one of the hidden gems that we found in Jaipur. I still remember someone telling it, why don't you go and look at Sonal Savansuka? And then the next flight, me and my co-founder Divesh, we went to Jaipur, found this hidden gem, and when I saw her jewelry, I realized that when it comes to chic uncut jewelry, she is the right person who can create magic with chicness in uncut. You know, when you look at uncut jewelry, you always think of it to be a wedding jewelry. But I think with her, she has created magic with uncut jewelry, making it very chic and modern. And you can layer her jewelry, her neck pieces, you can layer her rings, and she's really doing wonders. And I think that she is going to be like the wine, which betters every time. I think she is going to be also rocking in Ruhani for sure, because when people experience her jewelry and adorn her jewelry, they will actually realize the difference. So Suhani Pitte, I think I contacted her and I said, Suhani, why don't we create 18 karat jewelry? And she said to me that, you know, I've never created 18 karat jewelry. I said, then why not? Let's see that we get this, the tribal jewelry which she creates. I think it's more about not tribal. I think that would be the wrong word. I think it's more about the art of gold, because it's so light in weight. I mean, she can create magic with she can make a necklace in just about 15 to 20 grams, which I don't think anybody can do it. But she has, she's like an artist who can create this magic in lightweight jewelry, but yet make a statement. So I think that Suhani Pitte is, for me, in one word, is the art of gold. So when it came to international designers, I wanted to get contemporary designers into the country and didn't want to get the typical classic jewelry, because I think that we in India wanted to get the entire flavors of the world at Ruhani, not just India, but we wanted to create a community of designers, and we wanted designers who are passionate about their art and get them from all over the world. And I started scouting on Instagram, I started scouting everywhere. It took me 8 months to get all these names, and I realized that let's get different genre of jewelry into Ruhani so that there's no overlapping, no competition, all with a single goal of enhancing a woman. And we took Annabella Chan, because I think Annabella Chan is all about glamour, modern glamour. And I think that her pieces of jewelry is very easy in pocket, because I think every piece of jewelry of hers is going to be at a price point of 2 lakh below, 50,000 to 2 lakh, which is I think is the entry point when it comes to fine jewelry. And her jewelry has been worn now by Beyonce, by Madonna, and she is really rocking. She's from London. And that's how I realized that yes, we need Annabella Chan in Mumbai, and that's how we have got her in Mumbai. And I think that she also is going to rock, and we are going to create a community of designers, not just from India, but from the entire world, all in this beautiful, magical place, a place for marvelous things called Ruhani. Mike Joseph is a magician when it comes to avant-garde gold jewelry. I think that the gold jewelry which was available in India did not cater to the modern India. So I realized that we need to get some modernity into gold jewelry, where even someone who's a connoisseur of style can actually wear gold jewelry as something which glamorizes her. and I realized that the only person in the world who's a contemporary artist when it comes to gold jewelry and modern was Mike Joseph. And when I contacted them, it took time to get all of them. It took I think nearly 1.5 to 2 months to get international designers into the dream world, where they realized that there was a potential in India. But I think that they wanted to know that whether they are joining hands with the right partner. But I think somewhere they believed in my vision and my passion, and I was able to get Mike Joseph, and I thank all the international designers for believing in Ruwani and being a part of Ruwani. Mari Mas is all about sophistication and understated elegance, and she is the queen of innovation. She is someone who just whispers, but she makes a big noise to her innovation. If you look at the way she has crafted her jewelry, which are small in size, but they are so cleverly crafted with so much of innovations that they keep changing and keep moving with the contours of the body. And I think that Mumbai is going to love Mari Mas for sure, and she's going to be in the store in the next 15 days because she's the first international designer who's going to be seen in Ruwani. It's already arrived in Mumbai. We're just waiting for it to come to Ruwani, and I think people are going to love that collection, Mari Mas. I think that Trisha, the jewel curator, she's a stylist, and she has a particular style of dressing up, and people really admire the way she dresses up and her jewelry, because she loves wearing, she doesn't like to wear anything that is shouting, but she likes to wear those pieces which still make a statement, though they are understated and very contemporary and versatile. And we realized that she had that inborn talent to curate the best of best jewelry from all over India, from all the various manufacturers and jewelers, and we wanted to keep a price point of 40,000 to 2 lakh jewelry also, so we would be able to adorn the whole of India. And that's how we considered Trisha, because she's very passionate. There are stylists who are doing it just for the commercial reason, but someone who is doing it more out of passion I always wanted that stylist. And Trisha was the one, and we tried to take her on board, and she started curating jewelry all over of small ticket sizes. And I think in these last 3 days she's rocking, because I saw a number of people going to her counter and said, oh my god, I hope she does not take away all the sales. But I realized that people still want to adorn themselves and use jewelry as something which will complete their look, and accessorize. I think it was more about accessories but with real jewelry. And that's how we got Trisha, who is the in-house stylist as well as the jewel curator at Ruwani.